It's no secret that the Halloween content for GTA Online in the past couple of years have been great. Each year Rockstar takes the additional steps to turn the game into spooky land for an entire month. This year is seemingly no different with the addition of the Ludendorff survival. Never did I think that I'd see a mode in GTA Online with actual zombies, and never did I think that I'd see a wide variety of enemy types in GTA Online, and both happened in the exact same game mode. To put it bluntly, Rockstar did a great job here. The Ludendorff cemetery is a great location for survival, especially paired with the music, weather and the overall vibe of the mode. The fog that sets in and makes it difficult to see enemies coming your way, unless you use a thermal helmet, and for once having the flashlight actually be a useful attachment, which is a nice change of pace. The different enemy types that force you to stay on the move and don't just camp one spot like you would in regular survivals, which, to be fair, in regular survivals you kinda have to, given the fact that as soon as you get spotted by one of the enemies, you're probably gonna get melted within seconds if you even attempt to move around, making them far less interesting to go back to. Obviously, the zombies don't shoot back, so this is where the different enemy types will come into play, and the mage is making sure that he will stay on the move with his poison gas, especially considering that it spawns in different moments within each round. The mode also offers you a good enough challenge that doesn't make you feel like you're being punished for making a mistake. The fire zombies and the boars are by far the most dangerous, but if you keep enough of a distance, then there won't be too much of a problem. Another thing that I also really appreciated was the fact that the mode also seems to kind of scale towards when you play with 4 players. The only thing that really changes is the amount of enemies, but the health itself seems to be staying the same, whereas in solos you get like 10 enemies that start off in round 1, and with 4 players it was like 30 or something like that, giving everyone enough to shoot at. But at the same time, I can imagine that in those higher rounds where everything gets more tense, the action itself and everything for those co-op players will also get more intense too. There seems to be a good enough balance between the solo play and also the cooperative play, rewarding both for making it easier to play with friends, but at the same time also making it extremely possible to do it solo. I thought it was something worth pointing out as well. The only real critique I would probably have would be the health of the armored zombies, especially when there are several of them. Having to unload an entire assault zone magazine or a couple hundred minigun rounds does make it feel tedious if you're on round 20, and the challenge doesn't seem to be changing aside from the fact that there's more armored enemies and they just seemingly get more and more health, and you've just gone through 3 circles of the entire survival and you have 50 rounds of ammo just to kill 1 boar. I know I'm over exaggerating here, but the point that I'm trying to make still stands. A lot of these enemies get extremely tanky and it does get a little bit tedious, and I know that the comparison to Call of Duty Zombies is going to be made in this, where the health constantly increases too, but at least in that mode you have options to make your weapons more powerful, whereas in GTA Online you just simply don't. Overall though, it's a genuinely good mode, and it's kind of a shame that it will go away after the Halloween season. I'm pleasantly surprised with how fun the mode is, and I'd love to see Rockstar implement these ideas into future content to spice things up. The different enemy types and being forced to approach them differently does make for a much more interesting survival or just content in general. But those are just some of my quick thoughts about the survivals. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and become a member like Chloe, GTA Plus, and Notorious Gem. And I'll see you all later.